Love and light to the family. Ashe. It's your brother, Omniamunase, also known as Omniamunase. All right? Love and light to the brothers, to the sisters, to the God, to the goddesses of the universe. Ashe. And so we just getting this vlog going. It's your brother. You already know what time it is. Salute to everybody in the building. I know people going about their busy schedules, their busy days. And, you know, we got to try to get up out off this slave plantation. We got to get up out this debt that colonialism and capitalism has put us in, family. Now, I'm a big believer in, and you know, making sure that you pay your way, that you earn, you know what I'm saying? That you don't just have things given to you, you feel me? But in the case of imperialism, colonialism, and capitalism, you know, it has nothing to do with earning. That's pure taking, family. And so anyway, will be nice for people of African descent, since they got this election going on and they want our votes, they want us to participate in their societal values and beliefs. They show us that y'all got love for us and break us off with them reparations. All right? Love and light to Daisy Wright in the building. Ashe Queen, I see you. All right? Blessings, love and light. We're in the building. We're just talking about the unfortunate tragedy and, you know, the murder of Saundra Massey in Illinois. All right, this is something that took place about a good week or two ago, but it's been, you know, more information is coming up about the situation. To me, it was a very unfortunate event. You know, Black Lives Matter, George Floyd, Trayvon Martin. You know, it started, way back in slavery times, but it still exists today. And that's my point. You know, why do we even have to say Black Lives Matter? Why people just don't understand that? You know, like your brother, your sister, the other living organisms, you know what I'm saying, your environment, all of that stuff is part of an ecological system. And so, yes, you are important, but the things that are around you are also important, family. They affect you, they influence you. And so it's good to focus on self, but also try to be mindful of, you know, your environment, the outside, the external, the things that exist that are in coexistence with us. And that's the thing that the colonist doesn't seem to understand. It's a very mono, you know, way of thinking. There's only one God, you know, one power, you know, and forcing people and stuff like that, you know. And so I'm the type of individual who believes in what's right over who's right. Like I said, who's right is clear corruption, family, because you have the status, you got people believing in you, seeing you in a certain light, and you can't do no wrong when it comes to certain individuals. You feel me? And so when you put into play, you know, a balance, a system of justice, whatever's done on the left must be done on the right. That'll keep an individual from just doing anything. Like I was telling my pops about karma, you know, before he transitioned just recently. You feel me? Like if an individual knew that for every action, there's an equal to or opposite reaction, then they will be more mindful of their actions. All right, Ashe to everyone in the building, love and light. And so, yeah, I just wanted to talk about that Saundra Massey, like it's, you know, two white male police officers who comes on the scene. You know, she made a phone call to 911. I think she said there was someone sleeping around her house. I don't know if, you know, if it was a crackhead or somebody trying to steal, bust in that house. What is it, B&E, you know, stuff young boys do when they, you know, trying to get money. I don't know what neighborhood with, you know, demographic she lived in, but there was a call that was made. So they come over and she comes to the door and begins to speak with the police, and they ask her what's wrong, and, you know, she begins to tell them, but she ended up inviting them in, long story short. So they come in, And when they came in, they began to investigate her, like ask her for her ID. And, you know, so I'm just like, okay, so she calls the police. You guys come to a residential area. You see this young woman. She's in need for help. We pay you guys taxes, you know what I'm saying, to serve. You feel me? To serve the taxpayers. You know, that's what police officers are. Enforcers of policy and public servants. All right, but anyway, they get over there, they ask the lady for her ID, and they made her feel nervous. You know how police officers do that, enforcing their, you know, their status on you. You know, I'm an officer of the law, you know, do what I say, you know. And so anyway, from what I seen in the video, the young lady got nervous. When I get nervous, I start pacing around, walking around. And I'm not trying to do it, it's just in my subconscious mind. You know what I'm saying? I got to move around. You know, my nerves is not settled. And so when they did that, she began to walk around. She went in the kitchen and she was cooking. And there was a pot of boiling water on the stove. And, you know, it was kind of joking back and forth. And the officer said something about the pot, the boiling water. And then she said, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Now, mind you, she's nervous. It's two white men with a black woman who's alone by herself. All right, she called them for help and they began to interrogate her. And so at this point, I don't know if she's, you know, how she's thinking. You know, she's throwing her thinking off. Her feeling is, you know, she's feeling a funny vibe. And so all I could see was nervousness. And so when she said, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, he drew his weapon and said, you better not. And he walked up on her. He said, you better not. And she won't grabbing the pot trying to throw it on him or none of that. You know what I'm saying? She just said the words, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. And those words that she spoke, even though I believe in spirituality and I came up in the church, those words did not protect her from that bullet moving at 1,000 miles per hour. It did not. Unfortunately, she was shot 3 times fatally. And she passed away and died by 2 white men. All right? Now, when I seen this video, I was angry. When I seen the video, I was angry. Yo. That's my real response. You know, like seeing somebody just take advantage of somebody. He said, oh, I'm not about to take a pot to the face. And so you shoot a person in their face 3 times. I think the bullet went in her eye and then came out her neck. So he shot 3 bullets. And 1 bullet hit her and it went through her eye and she died. And so that's unfortunate that you can be in America, believing that you're a part of America, you're paying your taxes, you live in a residential area with a home, and, you know, there's the illusion of inclusion, but you're not included. She was racially profiled, all right? And she was completely taken advantage of. She said, okay, I'm sorry. And the man continued to shoot. All right? And so, I know people busy. I know people got stuff going on. But it's, you know, I had to take my time to talk about it because I feel some type of way about it. And this is my channel. So, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I do on this channel. I talk about politics of the world, things that's going on in the world. You feel me? Black history, you know what I'm saying, science pertaining to the biology of melanated people, you know, those type of things. All right. But I have no hatred in my heart against other races. I'm just a person who would like to learn the truth without censoring, without filtering, without Western academia, you know what I'm saying, trying to give us their own narrative. So we don't need all that. We just need the pure, unfiltered truth. Like niggas say, keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Black people say that. Keep it real. You know what I'm saying? And we respect real. And so that's why we like TikTok. That's why we like YouTube. That's why we don't like to deal with the mainstream media as much, because it's the money behind it who's controlling what the journalists say, you know what I'm saying? And all the commentary. And so this is not paid. This is not, no one's making me do this or say this, all right? But one of my main statements that I teach is that colonialism It's the first terrorism that the world has ever seen, and the worst terrorism. So when you deeming other people as terrorist groups and all of that, and they're no threat to you, they're doing the same thing that the officer did to the lady. You don't like them for whatever reason, you know what I'm saying? You summed them up, and then, you know what I'm saying, you off with their heads. And so, you know, historically, the people of European descent have been very uncivilized, in my opinion. You know, the barbaric behavior, mass genocides, what's his name? The guy Napoleon, not Napoleon Bonaparte, but the guy, what's the guy that went to the Congo? He was sent by Queen Elizabeth I. He killed a lot of Africans in the Congo. I forgot his name, but it's gonna come to me, and when it comes to me, I'm gonna tell you. But yeah, mass genocides in the past, family, of indigenous people. Of course, we all know about the Trail of Tears with the Indians, you know, and they never gave people their land and their resources back. So my thing is, how we gonna vote for Kamala Harris just because Joe Biden, he done, you know what I'm saying? He pretty much, you know, it's over for him. He too old, he can't remember what he was about to say. You feel me? So he can't make decisions in regards to the country. But Kamala Harris, I don't feel like she's really any better. You know, she was a prosecutor, you know what I'm saying? Like DA, like, and she helped to enforce the crime bill by Joe Biden. And so even though they came up with those policies, she was the black person, you know what I'm saying? That's on the slave plantation, that's a little bit more light skinned. And you don't gotta pick cotton. You can go live in the house with master and make decisions with master. But you gotta pledge your allegiance to master, all right? And those are the only people that get in those types of places. You know, the Uncle Toms, the yes, you know, the yes mans and yes ma'ams. And so that's what's going on, family. So I really don't like to get into politics like that. I met a older lady at the store. She was saying that she's a Trump supporter. And it's hard for me to hear somebody say Trump supporter and not identify that with racist. And so the lady seems cool. You know what I'm saying? I gave her my information so we can chop it up online, have a stream, and she could talk about Trump, and I could talk about politics or whoever I'm rocking with in the politics, and why I agree and why I disagree. But when she said Trump supporter off the gate, you know, I'm thinking, oh, she might be low key, you know, racist. Like when Trump says, let's make America great again, what is he saying? Like I said, if you go back in history, 150 years ago, 200 years ago, blacks were slaves in America, picking cotton to propel the cotton industry, okay, for America, which fueled the industrial, you know, revolution and all of the other things that we have today that, you know, the society is fundamentally based on. It's ran off of those things. And so I can't subscribe to that. It's just, you got to consider certain basic facts. So I never been big on voting. I only voted for Obama because I felt that Obama represented change. You know, I've seen a whole bunch of, you know, European guys get up here, make promises, and they never made changes. They never made it better for me, for anybody I know. I just wasn't seeing it. And so I never was a big believer of those type of politics. But it is a shame that SAUNDRA Masssey, you know, had to go through that. And her family, I believe she had 2 kids, all right? And that was somebody's mother, that was somebody's sister, you know what I'm saying? And people love her, you feel me? And I just don't understand 2 men trying to shoot a woman. I just don't understand that. Talking about he ain't gonna take a pot of boiling water to the face. But anyway, family, I ain't gonna hold y'all for too long. Do another bill later on. Y'all let me know who y'all rocking with in the election. And if y'all feel like the black community voting is making the world a better place. But anyway, I'm gonna get out. I ain't gonna hold y'all for too long. Love and light. Peace and blessings. I'll show you. We out. Salute.